Look, yo. Don't wanna talk too much, don't wanna fight. Just wanna have a good time, have a good night. She wanna pop champagne, I think I might. I know what you like, I know what you like. Look, don't wanna talk too much.
What's up, YouTube? Back at you with another video. On today, we're going to keep this thing going. We're going to talk about the Houston Texans in the offseason and some of the moves that the Texans made. But definitely this guy right here that the Texans brought in, this was the move that they needed to make. Everybody and their mama was after Danielle Hunter. Every team just about wanted him, but a lot of people probably didn't want to pay the type of dollars that he probably wanted to get. But him and Greener was on the team last season. They ended up flip-flopping. Greener gets a bigger deal with the Vikings, while Danielle Hunter gets a big deal from the Houston Texans. So it works out hand in hand. But definitely there's going to be some expectations coming into the season for Danielle Hunter, who is definitely one of the best pass rushing defensive ends in the league. Hunter is coming off of a dominant season with the Minnesota Vikings. He had 16.5 sacks. I think that probably was like fourth in the league, something like that. But he was one of the top guys in the league when it came to getting to the quarterback in 2023. One thing that I see from Danielle Hunter that the Houston Texans is going to love is Danielle Hunter being a leader for this defense. Danielle Hunter is definitely going to be a voice in the locker room. He's going to be one of those guys that you can depend on and off the field. He is the type of dominant player that you need on the front line with Will Anderson, who's just coming off a defensive rookie of the year. So pretty much you bring one of the best pass rushers in the league to pair him up with a guy that won defensive rookie of the year. So I'm pretty sure, man, that Danielle Hunter is going to use every opportunity he can to be able to teach Will Anderson the techniques that he's going to need to be a better pass rushing defensive end. That's going to be something that Danielle Hunter is definitely going to do. He's going to help this team get better when it comes to being able to tell Will Anderson the different moves that he can use, the different techniques that he uses to be a double-digit sack guy. Danielle Hunter is the real deal, man. This dude is straight. He's nothing less of a dog. He is a straight dog. He's one of those dudes that you want to go to war with, that you want to be in the foxhole with. Danielle Hunter is that type of dude. And he's going to bring this to this Texan defense. That's something that they need. They're going to need his leadership. They're going to need his leadership when it comes to teaching the younger guys like Will Anderson. I think that they're going to be one of the best tandems in the league. Barring if anybody does not get any injuries. You know, injuries always can stop people from reaching the goals that they want to reach within the season. So hopefully these guys will be able to stay healthy. If they stay healthy, man, they can be one of the best tandems in the league when it comes to being able to get to the quarterback. I definitely believe that these guys are going to be dominant with Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson on either side doing their thing. Another thing with Danielle Hunter is I think that coming to the season, you got to set a goal for yourself to be able to get double-digit sacks again. Now, he may not get 16. Maybe he may have 12 or 13 or 14. Or maybe he may, you know what I'm saying, he may get more than that. He may get up to 18, 19. You just never know, man, what type of season these players are going to have. But, you know, that's a goal that I think that coming in and playing with the Houston Texans, you should at least have 10 sacks on the season. I think that Danielle Hunter definitely can do that, and I think that he will do it. I think he will do it. He would at least have at least 10 sacks on the season. So I think that that's just something that he needs to aim for coming with another team, because when you go to another team, the same player that you were when you was on the Minnesota Vikings, they want to see that same player on the team for them as well. And I think that Danielle Hunter is going to give that to them and give them what they're looking for at that defensive end spot and being able to get to the quarterback and cause havoc on Sundays. Him and Will Anderson is going to be a nightmare for a lot of teams to handle. I'm telling you now, Danielle Hunter and Will Anderson Jr. is going to be a nightmare for teams next year. As long as these guys can stay healthy, man, I'm telling you, these guys are going to be a scary tandem, man. And another thing that I think that Danielle Hunter is going to have to set out for himself, his expectation with the Texans, shoot to be a Pro Bowler. And I know. The Pro Bowl is nothing but popularity. I know that. But still, you still want to be a Pro Bowler. You get what I mean? I'm not saying that you know what I'm saying, you want to, you're trying to, you know what I mean when it comes to the Pro Bowl. I know it's a popularity thing, and a lot of guys, they get in by their name and all that type of stuff, but you want to at least shoot to be able to make the Pro Bowl. And if not making a Pro Bowl, at least you want to be on an All-Pro team. And I think that Danielle Hunter can do it. I definitely think that he can be on an All-Pro team next season for the Houston Texans. I definitely think that he can do it. I think that he's that dominant of a defensive player that he's going to give you everything on the field. He's the type of guy, Danielle Hunter, is going to leave everything out there on the football field. I'm telling you, man, this was definitely a great pickup by the Houston Texans, but because it's hard getting guys that can get to the quarterback and stay consistent. And that's going to be the key for Danielle Hunter. Just be consistent. Do what you were doing in Minnesota. Bring that same type of energy that you had in Minnesota to be able to get to the quarterback. Bring that same type of energy to the Houston Texans. And I promise you guys, Houston Texans will be one of the most scariest teams next year when it comes to being able to get to the quarterback. So those are some goals that I think that he needs to shoot out for himself, and expectations being with the Houston Texans next year in 2024. And I think that Danielle Hunter is he's going to do it. So leave it in the comment section. What do you think Danielle Hunter, how many sacks you think Danielle Hunter is going to have in 2024? I'm out of here. Peace.
Hey, look, yo, don't wanna talk too much, don't wanna fight. Just wanna have a good time, have a good night. She wanna pop champagne, I think I might. I know what you like, I know what you like. Look, don't wanna talk too much, don't wanna fight. Just wanna have a good time, have a good night. She wanna pop champagne, I think I might. Know what you like, ayy. Know what you like, ayy. Look, you know I got it in stock. I'm back on the block, I'm live. You know it's only the top, it's only the premium slide. Stand down, no walls, no guards, no handouts. But if